How did going through all that just shape you as like a human being? I mean, having to juggle concussions and in college, like how did that just impact you?
It's a lot. I think it's a lot mentally and physically. I think I've said this before, but it's so much more than just like your physical rehab. Like there's a lot of stuff that before this I had never had a concussion. I didn't know really everything that goes into it, but there's a lot of physical stuff you can do to strengthen it and to get better. But it's also mentally, it's really draining because one day you're good to go and one day you don't feel like yourself at all. So it's been hard. Just the ups and downs of it, but I am really lucky to be surrounded by the people I am. I don't think I would be in the place that I am, in the mindset that I am in today if I didn't have the people around me, my teammates, my coaches, the support, trainers, Hootie, everybody just being there for me and just like knowing that I'm going to get back to it.
Did you learn anything about yourself that you didn't know beforehand?
I think anytime you go through an injury, it kind of makes you appreciate things more, but especially this, I think it made me appreciate just not only basketball, but just, kind of being my health in general, and just everyday things, like doing everyday things that like now it's kind of, I have to think about more or like take extra precautions around it. So just being appreciative for the days where I do feel good and just kind of having that positive outlook on those days.
What are some of those everyday activities that you have to rethink now?
The usual things like being in bright lights, loud noises, schoolwork, looking at screens, like watching TV, like little things that you kind of don't really even think of, driving, lights, stuff like that, or, like you guys see me with the ice or, like the headband and, stuff like that. But I think I've been able to adjust to it. When I first started, it was kind of a lot, and now it's just kind of adjusted the way I live.
Is there a diagnosis along with that? Is that like post-concussion syndrome? Or what is?
It's kind of just dealing with symptoms after having them and just kind of working through that.
What did you think about the scrimmage on Saturday, both for yourself and the team?
I thought it went well. I thought it was good for us to play against somebody else. I think we learned a lot about things that we need to clean up offensively, defensively. I think compared to where we were in Europe, I think we looked a lot better. But I think, there's a lot of things that we were not exactly happy with, but I think it was a good, start to get on the court, play somebody, they were good, they were scrappy, they shot the ball well, so somebody to challenge us other than the practice guys. Yeah, I've felt really good the past couple of weeks, and just being able to get through that. That was like my biggest thing this summer, was just trying to get healthy, stay healthy, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I'm not just, coming out here and feeling good. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So I'm really grateful that I have that to help me.
What do you think people will see now that when they see you healthy and the rest of the team healthy, where you kind of fit into the group? There were times when you were kind of the savior because so many people were out and then you would be out. But seeing the whole team together, where do you feel like you fit in? What do you think people are going to see? I think having everybody healthy, like you kind of forget, we really are a deep team. Like we have so many different weapons, but we haven't really been able to, since my freshman year we've been like that, but we haven't been able to, utilize everything because one person's out and then somebody comes back and you're kind of just flip-flopping with what you have access to. So, again, like Coach was saying today, like we have so many options that, whereas last year we'd settle for like a good shot, now we have options to get a great shot every time down, no matter who's available. So I think just like our versatility and again just having so many options offensively, defensively, just even in practice you can tell we have so many different lineups, and we can attack teams so many different ways.
You mentioned her earlier, but what has just Hootie meant to you since your time here at UConn?
Yeah, she's been amazing. I think we're really lucky. I'm sure everybody says this, but we really are lucky to have her and just like her knowledge and just everything that she brings. She's always like, I've stayed on campus the past 2 summers, and the majority, like the main reason for that was to work with her and obviously Janelle too, but to work with her and just be able to get stronger. And she's also like a huge asset for us mentally, like especially with all these injuries, she's always someone we can go to, and she's always finding different
things for recovery different. She's always looking up different things, sending me different things. Like, I heard, let's try this for your head, let's try this supplement, like, let's try this form of recovery. So we're really lucky to have all of her support, and it's made a huge difference.
I read that when Paige was going through her recovery, you brought something from your ACL recovery where you threw little mini parties at every milestone. Just what were those little celebrations like, and could you see how much they meant to Paige?
Yeah, I think that was something that, like, I remembered being hard in my ACL, not only my ACL, but in a lot of my injuries, just like having to kind of not look at the big picture and like celebrate little things, where like she's an elite athlete and she's celebrating like walking again. Like, that's terrible. Like, you know, it's a hard like pill to swallow. So I think that was something that we started, where we do like Shirley Temple parties, and like I'll give like a little toast for like her first steps, and then like when she was off crutches, we had one. Jana was off her boot, so we had a little party for that. I think when Ice got cleared, Ice just had like her 1 year anniversary, so we did a little cake for her anniversary. So I think just kind of like celebrating those little things, it kind of keeps you like, again, like Ice's injury happened like again like a year ago, but you know, it's still like something that's like obviously on her mind. She's still dealing with it, so just to like kind of celebrate those little things like meant a lot to me, so I like to do that for other people.
Have they had any of those little parties for you here with your different
Yeah.
things, or do you not feel like you're over them yet? Or
I mean, yeah, I think there's some little things that we do. We do them for birthdays too and stuff. So, I mean, mine's kind of a work in progress. So it's, but yeah, it's for everyone.
Are they handmade cakes or store-bought cakes?
I personally am not a baker, so Jana made cupcakes. Somebody's birthday, she made cupcakes. So I will usually buy the dessert, but I like to like do like handmade cards or stuff like that, or the Shirley Temple toasts are handmade, I guess. So
Keeping on the Avena tradition?
those are big shoes to fill, but I like to try.
Has that been something you've just tried to grow in being a bigger leader for this team?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have a lot of great leaders on this team. Like, all of the upperclassmen, I think, kind of bring their different aspect to it. And I feel like, especially like as far as injuries go, and just like I've had my fair share of ups and downs here, and being able to kind of be that support for people and try to, you know, brighten people's spirits and, you know, keep them, because it's hard. Like, it's the hard process, and unfortunately so many of us are going through it.